September 2022, and it's time for the Denver Gem Show again. People arrive from far and wide, and the uninitiated must surely wonder, what's the point? Inside, we see rooms of high-end crystals, beautiful displays, and outside we see majestic sculptures by Mother Earth. This intense rose quartz skull is carved by human hand. Yes, tens of thousands of people converge on Denver, mesmerized by the mineral kingdom. Indeed, this is when collectors, crystals, and creatures including dogs join together to celebrate nature. Behind the scenes logistics boggle the mind. But that quickly gives way to focusing intently on choosing who will come home with you. Everyone is seeking their special stone, hoping to discover treasure. We visited 3 major locations. This is the Clarion Hotel JG&M Expo. All the locations combine inside rooms, outside displays, and tents of varying sizes. This is the National Western Complex. You can see booths on the perimeter upstairs, as well as dozens of vendors on the floor. Vendors can offer an assortment or a specialty like this honey calcite. In the Stockyards building, there are 5 levels of vendors from all over the world. This is Brazilian material. Outside in the parking lot, the fun continues with all these tents. At the Royal Crown Plaza location, we see how varied the presentation can be. This is a straightforward display for retailers to peruse. Yet another room shows a mixture of extraordinary fossils. Gems and high-end crystals. Now that we've had a general orientation, this forest of crystals and light encourages us to look closer with different eyes. So let's take a moment to appreciate the rich display of shapes and patterns that we can so easily overlook as we rush to make the next purchase. These fern fossils remind us that members of the plant kingdom can transform into members of the mineral kingdom. Whilst these dinosaur skeletons express the power and persistence of existence. Complexity gives way to simplicity in this zoned fluorite. Whereas variations in texture provide interest and fascination for the curious mind. Look how entertaining the patterns are in this Larimar. Like the camera, it can take time for our minds to focus. Mineral structures are very varied. This rainbow goethite is botryoidal in nature, loving those gorgeous bubbles. And look how this prehnite cluster is stacked and then decorated with gyrolite. These quartz and citrine points stand like sentries, guarding the gracious curves of this exceptional Clevelandite specimen. And this charoite teaches us that Mother Nature is the ultimate artist. Who doesn't love rainbows? A crystal with a rainbow is guaranteed to sell. Rainbows are not limited to quartz, as these ammonites so clearly emphasize. Rainbow hematite is aptly named. And look how it sparkles. These are botryoidal specimens of goethite, behaving like peacocks. Spotting the rainbow flash is always exciting, making us feel special and lucky. Ah, so delightful. When we look inside a crystal, we see more than a world. We see a galaxy. For high-end collectibles and investment pieces, we need to investigate what's in the locked cases. Fancy fluorite clusters in assorted colors stand alongside hand-picked specimens. This pink beauty is cobaltine calcite. Momentarily distracted by this visual elegance, the eyes pulled by the color of more cobaltine calcite with a purple hue. Here are impressive pieces of malachite, probably from Africa. Whereas these azurite suns and crocoite clusters are definitely from Australia. Kunzite, also known as spodumene and hiddenite, depending on color, never fails to enchant, and nor does aquamarine. The blue beryl is aquamarine. The pink is known as morganite. Here's some more kunzite, flaunting a range of colors: yellow and magenta and purple. Speaking of purple, let's go on an amethyst adventure. I would venture to say that amethyst, with its purple color, is the most popular stone of all. One of the reasons could be that amethyst is found throughout the world, giving us a sense of connection, even unity. Look at the light dancing on these amethyst geodes from Uruguay. And look at the calcite crystals growing inside the geodes. The purple color comes from manganese, and the deep color comes from the iron content. You can see druzy quartz coating the calcite crystals in 3 colors: clear quartz, smoky quartz, and amethyst. This is a perfect example. Each one of these geodes is like a fabulous landscape or sculpture. This amethyst is more lavender in color. Notice how the color affects your mood. The deep purple is meditative and soothing. The lavender color seems more actively uplifting. From dark to light, amethyst lends an air of spirituality and contentment. Amethyst helps us with our personal metamorphosis in life, activates our crown chakras, and brings us feelings of peace.